what is it that godly guys are actually looking for in ladies?
Fine girls. Yeah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
So I'm not hearing anything about attraction. Is it just because there are three on the list?
No. Because top three, right?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
mean,
so physical attraction is
it's
just still there.
is yeah. I think physical
Okay.
attraction is important. I always so
Yeah.
I think the attraction bit is very important,
Yeah.
but it should not be substituted for
Any of the
those
other. Yeah.
fundamental characteristics.
Hi, everybody. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Christine. Here on this channel, we share all things faith, growing in your walk with God, and everything in between. Today, guys, I have another amazing guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Um, I'm Tim, and I'm Christine's brother, big
Is that
brother.
all? Is that all you have to say?
What else am I supposed to say again?
Okay, so he's my big brother, obviously. And this week we're going to be hearing from a different perspective. So that's my brother-in-law was 7 years of marriage experience, and then he's going to be talking on behalf of the single brothers. No, I don't mean single like you're single. I mean like you're not married yet.
Okay.
So from that perspective.
Okay.
So yeah. So today we're going to be talking about something very interesting, and we talk about relationships all the time.
Right.
So today, these are things that you would want your other brothers to know. Something about relationship that you want your other brothers to know.
Right.
So what we did last week was things that a married man would desperately want to tell his single self.
Right.
So these are things that he wished he knew before he got married.
Right.
What we're going to be sharing today is things that you know now that you think are beneficial and are going to help you when you cross that bridge. Okay, so first of all, just start by telling us like your perception of marriage. What is marriage to you?
Oh, okay. Thank you. I think I like to draw a lot of lessons from the Bible, because the Bible is I always say is a roadmap for how to live our lives. It's like life's manual, right? And we read in Genesis how God saw that it was not good for Adam to be by himself, and he needed a helpmate, right? We know the story, right? We know the story of Adam and Eve and all that happened as a result of that. But that's not the focus, really. The focus is God saw that Adam needed a helpmate.
Right.
He needed a partner, right? And created Eve out of Adam, right? So the essence of marriage, from my perspective, is to find somebody where both of you will fulfill God's purposes on your lives, right? It's a partnership. The Bible says one shall chase 1,000, right? And two, 10,000. So by having a partner, you are 10x in your life, right? So that's, I think that's the essence, right? Of it first starts from identifying what your purpose is, right? What has God called you in this earth to do, and walking in that purpose, and then finding somebody else who's also walking in her purpose, and both of you combining forces together, or partnering, as it were, and you guys 10x that.
So what I hear you saying is that in order for you to bring somebody else into your life, you have to have a vision.
Absolutely.
So what would you say about people that they are still trying to figure out their vision? They don't have a clear-cut vision for themselves. Would you say that those people are not yet ready to get married? Because if you don't have anything for somebody else to come help you walk on or walk with, then what's the need of bringing that person into your life?
That's a very good point. An analogy I like to use is like two people on a rowboat, right? right?
Mm-hmm.
One person, I've gone kayaking before, so I can relate to this, right? Kayaking or canoeing or like a rowboat, right?
Right.
One person is on one side, the other
Mm-hmm.
person is on the other side, and
Moving together.
they have to coordinate
Right.
in determining the direction to go, left,
Mm-hmm.
right, straight, back, whatever, right? Now, for somebody who is just sitting on the boat, right,
Mm-hmm.
and is not pedaling anywhere,
Mm.
what's the point of having somebody else on the boat? You guys are not going anywhere.
Right.
But if you are sitting on the boat and you're pedaling,
Pedaling.
right, and
Somebody
you're
else
going forward,
can then coordinate.
eventually there gets to a point where you're going to get tired, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you have both two people on the boat,
Right.
they can take turns,
Right.
and then you can go further
Right.
faster,
Right.
right?
Right.
So you have to be pedaling in a direction.
Right.
You may not have a full picture of your
Of where you're
destination,
going.
but you are moving forward, right?
Right.
And the other person could be a better navigator and say, well, I see that you are moving forward,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I know where you're going
And I
to,
can help
and
you
I
get
can
there.
help you get there. And both
Right.
people work together to get to that destination,
Right.
but you two have to be going in the same direction. The
Direction.
Bible says, can two walk together except they agree? And
Mm.
that agreement is having the same direction, purpose, vision, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's key.
Right.
So
That's so deep.
until you figure out the direction of your boat, you are just sitting on your boat, and if somebody joins you, you people are not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? You people are not going anywhere, because the person is
Right.
like, where are we going? I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
And she's like, I
How
want,
can I help
how can
you?
I help you? Well,
Right.
I don't know where I'm going. And she's
Yeah.
like, well, I want to go here, but like, I don't know if I want to go. So at the end of the day, that becomes even a point of conflict anyway, because one person wants to go here, the other person is not willing to go.
So, what would you say to somebody in that situation who is trying to figure it out? They don't have it all together yet. They're
Mhm.
trying to figure it out. What would you say to such a person? Because there are people that genuinely don't know what they want to do,
Mhm.
and they haven't figured it out
Yeah.
yet, but they know they want to get married. They know that they want to have a family. What would you say to such a person?
Stop moving your boat in a direction.
Prayerfully.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, as I said, some people, they find their purpose or their direction young, very
Right.
young in their lives.
Right.
For some other people,
Takes them later
they
on.
find it later on,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't really matter like when and where,
At what point?
at what point you find it. But I think what's important is, regardless of at what point you find it,
Mhm.
you are walking towards it. So
Yeah.
you are developing yourself.
Right.
Like, you are identifying those things that God has placed in you, and you
Yeah.
are using those talents.
Slow motion is better than no motion.
Slow motion is better than no motion,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
absolute. That's why I say you have to be staring somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
another story in the Bible I love is the story of the talents, right? There were some who had more, there are some who had less,
Right.
and there's one that had one.
Yeah.
But those ones utilized
What
what
they
they
have.
had, and it produced more for them.
Right.
And there's one, the one guy was like, well, I'm going to bury mine, right?
Mm.
And we all know how that story
How that
ended.
ended. Yeah.
So you have to identify what God has placed in you. You have to work daily to develop it.
Right.
Keep growing on it. You
Mhm.
know, and eventually you might just have an epiphany where you have this grand vision. But as you
Mm.
said, slow motion
It's
or
better
motion
It's better
is
than
better
no.
than no motion.
That's
Right?
so
If you're not
true.
doing anything, you're like, I'm going to be playing video games all day. No. And you're not going to develop, gain knowledge, develop a skill, like
Mhm.
grow your emotional intelligence and stuff like that. And you're just going to be a couch potato and not doing anything with your life.
Couch
That's not motion, right? But if
Yeah.
you are intentional about growing
Yeah.
every day and getting better,
Yeah.
I think that that's a good first step.
Yeah. Okay, so there's this question that I'm dying to ask.
Yeah, sure.
what is it that, for the ladies watching out there, what is it that godly men are looking for in a lady? Because a lot of people talk about physical attraction, she has to be this, she has to be that. What is it that godly guys are actually looking for in
Fine girls.
ladies?
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
That too.
I'm
I mean,
joking.
that too. But would I say in a like, if you had like three top things on your
Hmm.
list, what would that be?
Three top things.
Yeah, non-negotiable.
I would say someone that loves God, because I think the thing about loving God is when you love God, right? It reflects in how you love others or how
Mm,
you treat others,
right,
right?
right.
The things the Bible talks about what love is in First Corinthians chapter 13.
Yeah.
The Bible also speaks about the fruits of the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
For people who love God and they want to make heaven, those fruits of the
Because you
spirit
might love God, but you don't want to
are
make
some.
heaven.
Yeah, I think the thing is, I think is, again, what is the essence of here on earth? to
Mm,
to serve God, to
right,
love God, and ultimately be with Him
right,
after our time here on earth is
right.
up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is the goal of every
Yeah,
Christian, right?
yeah.
But I think for someone who loves God, it reflects in how
They
they
treat.
comport themselves and treat other people.
Right.
So finding someone who truly loves God and wants to do His will and walk in His will, I think is
Mm,
very important.
yeah.
It is very important because there will be times where you are faced with temptations. There will be
Mm-hmm.
times where the devil is fighting.
Right.
There will be times where there are conflicts
Right.
in your relationship of
Right.
marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And that love of God exhibited through the fruits of the Spirit,
Right.
that's where it comes to play.
Yeah.
And I think that's bliss
Yeah.
because, you know, kind, patience, all
That
those
would always be like a foundation that you can
foundation.
hold on to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's number one. Number two.
Number two, I would say emotional maturity.
Mm. Louder.
I think emotional maturity. I think that's important. And again,
And that's different from like just maturity.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. There's a story in the Bible I actually love. Again, I like Bible stories, as you can tell, because
Mm.
I think the Bible is life's manual. Like
Yeah.
everything that you're looking for,
Yeah. It's
questions,
in there.
is already there, right?
Yeah.
There's a story of a lady called Abigail, I think
Yeah.
Abigail,
Abigail. Yeah.
and her husband had angered the king, and the
Yeah.
king was pissed off. He's like, I'm going to wipe out him and his
That was
family.
David.
That
It
was David.
wasn't even king
He wasn't king,
then.
yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't king then.
and and she knew what her husband had done, that it wasn't wise,
Yeah.
and she went to him and
Pleaded.
appeased him. Not
Yeah.
just pleaded, appeased
Yeah.
him, spoke about how great he was and all of
Mm.
those things. She essentially de-escalated the issue.
Right.
Sometimes that is needed in relationships or marriage. The
Mm-hmm.
emotional maturity to know how to
That's on
manage,
both parts.
yes, on both
Yeah.
parts, to
Not just the
navigate,
woman.
yes, to
Yeah.
navigate conflicts,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is gained over time
Mm-hmm.
and through godly mentors, right?
Right.
Like people who you look up to,
Mm-hmm.
that have successful
Let me hold it
marriages.
for you.
Well, they have successful marriages,
Mm-hmm.
and you see their lives and you admire it.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask them for like good advice and say, okay, how do I navigate this scenario?
Yeah.
And then over time, you build, you grow, your experiences shape that emotional maturity,
Okay.
such that in the future, because you're going to be dealing with like kids, which really can push your buttons sometimes,
Yeah.
or you're going to be dealing with like in-laws, for
Right.
example, or you're dealing with like distant relatives or outside
Right.
influences, like
Yeah.
friends. Like, how do you ensure you stay you navigate those tricky, difficult situations with like godly wisdom and
Yeah.
maturity, right?
Maturity.
Even within your marriage with your spouse, there'll be
Yeah.
times where things are rough,
Mm.
and there's a tendency for you to either give up or lash out or escalate and stuff. How do you now
Yeah. Manage it.
how do you emotionally regulate and
Right.
ensure that there's peace,
Yeah.
at all times,
Yeah.
and you're able to communicate how you feel, and there's resolution or repair after conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's number two. What's the last
Be fine.
one?
Okay, I'm joking.
Okay,
Uh,
physical attraction
no, no,
definitely.
yeah, no, but like the first one is somebody who
Godly.
truly loves God,
Yeah.
somebody who is emotionally
Right.
mature,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the third one is someone who shares the same values
Values.
as you.
So I'm not hearing anything about attraction. Is it just because there are three on the list?
No, 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 because top three, right?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
mean,
so physical attraction is
it's
just still there.
is yeah. I think physical
Okay.
attraction is important. I always use this
Because
analogy.
I want my nieces and nephews to be fine.
I use this analogy when you go into the dealership, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there are certain cars that you see, you're like, oh my god, this car is really nice, right? Like
Mm.
this is beautiful, right? There's
Yeah.
something that attracts you to the car,
Yeah.
and then you now ask the car, how much is this car, and they tell you the price, and you're like,
Hey.
yeah, yeah, it's too expensive for me,
Yeah.
right? But obviously, attraction is very important, and
Yeah.
I think that is attraction is like is a whole spectrum. Some people
Mm-hmm.
physical attraction is what for them. Some them is
Yeah.
like it's
Intellectual.
intellectual
Yeah.
attraction. Some is like quirks, weird quirks. You just find somebody being shy as attractive, or like some people. I know some people have some weird. Some people just like, oh, this guy is a tall guy, so I'm attracted to tall. Everybody has
Oh yeah.
attraction. There's a beauty in the eye of the beholder, but I
Very
think
that's true.
that we can't discount because we all have eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we are not blind, but
Yeah.
but we all have eyes, and they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So
Yeah.
I think that attraction bit is very important,
Yeah.
but it should not be substituted for
Any of the
those
other things. Yeah.
fundamental characteristics